What's going on, everybody? Fans Anonymous here at Magic City Con 2018 with my man Owen Cotter from Sci-Fi Fiction.
How you doing,
What's
buddy?
going on, man?
Awesome.
You know, we've been here all day long. We're on the con circuit all the time. You a little bit more than me. You got the little extra leeway. I won't be like you when I grow up. Just be like, honey, I'm going to Sacramento this weekend. There's a convention. I'll be back. So how are you enjoying Magic City
Awesome.
Con?
I'm having a great time at this event. It's been a lot of guests, a lot of people, and it's a fantastic weekend so far.
So what walking into different conventions, I know you have a different outlook on all the different ones. What makes this one different than some of the big ones or some of the other small ones that you've been to?
This one is, I would say, like the more, not so corporate, not so, it's more oriented, like you get to meet people, get to know people, get to be a little more intimate than having, a lot of the big, huge events, like there's a lot of them. There's like mega events with like tens of thousands, the ones with like 40,000, 50,000. But when the more people you get, the people are there, the fans are there. But when you become too big and too corporate, there's a layer there, and not just the fans interacting with the fans, but the fans interacting with the guests.
Yes.
When the guests can't interact with the fans, and then if you couple with social media, I was talking to a guy the other day, an actor the other day, and he's like, well, the fans, we're having trouble because of Facebook, the algorithm structure. And the algorithm structure has become so turned down, especially like media news publishers and people like ourselves, that they decided they wanted to create their own system, which is they created an app called Unlocked. It's a super cool app. I love that app. But that was their genius idea to that. But for an intimate level, for a convention like this, is fantastic.
Yeah.
The fans get to interact. You also have all the exhibits and all the pop culture clubs and all that. It's really, and it's at this beautiful hotel here, the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah.
Birmingham, Mass.
And that's the biggest thing. Like that word used, corporate, is key. You wouldn't necessarily call this a corporate
Not that the
convention.
corporate's bad. But
It's not bad, but you lose that touch. You lose that being able to reach out and I can stop and talk to you. Because if we were at a MegaCon, we'd be like this, bunch together trying to walk through, and and that's what I like about small cons, because you can take your time. Even when it comes to a vendor floor, you can take your time and talk to the vendors. They can help you find something. You can help you look around rather than what you're buying.
Right. Another thing got me is like, we do live in a capitalistic society, and a lot of these actors, they are here for the autographs and the photo ops and all that. But when you get so more about the photo ops and the autographs, I'm sure there's people that have decided they want to create an event and stuff like that. But when the corporations, if they're a corporation, they're a corporation for one. They've got an IPO. Right. Some of them do have IPOs, a lot of them don't. But when you get to be so big, it dilutes down the fandom, and it more focuses on dollar sign. Not that that's bad, but you gotta decide what direction, what path, which way do you want to go, like a labyrinth.
Yeah.
You go down one path, you're corporate, that's one thing. But the thing I really like about this event, they do a charity stuff too.
Exactly.
One of the regional
Giving back.
Yes. If you give back and you're making some dollars for the actors and fans, that's a win-win for everyone. I love it. Absolutely.
So that's type of stuff I like to see too, and that's what I want to build with our organization, Fans Anonymous, is do our own convention and make it, start off small and then go bigger over the years. Rent out a small space and be able to, at the end of the day, say, this foundation, we want to give you this for children.
Or multiple foundations.
Exactly. Multiple. So that's the plan. I know we got people like yourself. We definitely collaborate together and do some good work. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's more than just about the comic books. It's more than just about the movies and the reviews and the shows. It's all about, at the end of the day, how are you going to give back? That's why I bring free comic books to my table. It's great. Because there are kids out here that may not want to read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Some kids will learn how to read from the
Yes, they might not want to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Like, they may not have that attention to sit down. They'll read a comic book and pictures. And there are bigger words in To Kill a Mockingbird in the book, comic books, than To Kill a Mockingbird. It's a deep book, but you get more. You get to learn relationship. That is definitely not a word. But you get to learn certain skills, like conversation skills in comic books, because in comic books, people are talking back and forth.
So what's the word of 9 that it's the 9 frames? The Watchmen utilize that a lot.
Yeah, most definitely. So that it's all about giving back. Anytime I see a kid come by my table, I'm like, hey, take a comic book. Is get the kid into reading. So what are some other stuff you're doing this year?
We're going to be doing a lot of events. We basically do an event or two every month. This year we're going to be going, we just got back from Comic-Palooza, had a blast at that. Magic City this weekend. I think we're going to go to probably the Wizard World. We love the Wizard World. We do that. We've been 2 or 3 Wizard Worlds in the last 6 months already. Looking at maybe going to Dragon Con this coming year. It's hotels, you got to get those way in advance.
Yeah.
Book solid. It's a great event. And we've got, see what else, maybe some out in Los Angeles Comic-Con, LA Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Used to be the old Kamikaze, great event. maybe some electronic expos, some gaming expos. We're kind of looking into that. So,
I think a con I really want to do is Power Morphicon in Pasadena.
dude, that's a good one.
I want to do that. They do it every 2 years.
BotCon's a good one as well. I've heard
Yeah.
about. Another one that's really cool is I believe it's called the Imperial Collectors Collection Expo, something like that. But it's held by, it's really interesting, as someone was telling me about it, it's held by a guy who actually is a collector of Star Wars memorabilia himself. And he figured, like, why don't I do a con about collecting? So their whole plethora of all their event is collecting. So they've got like Steven Sansweet from Retro Obi-Wan, and a lot of the collectors, people have done the photography from the original vintage Kenner items. I think one of their guests is, they got a lot of Star Wars, but their headliner guest is none other than Mr. Bill Shatner himself.
Wow.
William Shatner, the man, the myth, the legend. But you've also got a lot of other comic book, various artists, and a lot of collecting, a lot of plethora of sci-fi and Star Wars collecting.
Most definitely. But we're having a good time here at Magic City Con, guys. We're having an amazing time. You guys need to come on down, check it out. It's still going on this weekend. We'll see you guys later.